Yes, again, we are back with another segment of the Date Master. We're going to break down today's woman. Some of you may refer to her as the modern woman, the liberated woman. It's a few titles she can carry to describe or label the woman of today, which is 48 and under. Now, you know what? Yeah, 48 and under. Today's woman is broken. And I've come to this conclusion. We're gonna do a dual subject on this video, and we're gonna tie the both of these topics in together. Why do I say today's woman is broken? Today's woman is broken because she believes in delusions of grandeur. When you, again, use your resources around you, use your experience, dissect your experience. You need to take an inventory. If you're dealing with women on a, consistent basis, you need to take an inventory of each one of them. You need to see how it started, the climax and the ending, and find all commonalities as to what role or what dynamic played in the failure. Right now, relationships are failing left and right. You do have some that are making it, but it's only a few. When you listen to these women speak on these platforms, when you talk to them, for whatever reason, they like to use celebrities as their examples. This is a delusional woman. Celebrities live outside of normal standards because they're outliers. They do not live a lifestyle that you are accustomed to. They deal with their lifestyle. Their wake up and get up process is different than yours. You have to clock in more likely to a 9 to 5, but let the internet tell it all women are business owners and entrepreneurs. It's a monkey see, monkey do. The internet has ruined today's woman because she believes everything she sees and hears on the internet is real. She believes this wholeheartedly. That's why all of her examples to justify her behavior is centered around celebrities that she has no clue of, has not met, and does not know. Only in today's world can you get on the internet and see women talking about how much dick they can suck, a man's thumb in her butt, her man picking her up, and you have to ask yourself, what do their dads think about this? And I can tell you what they think about it. In most cases, their dad is not present. And if their dad is present, their dad is weak. Because if he was alpha, if he was a man of morals and values and standard, his daughter would not be behaving in such a manner. And these women's age range from 20 to 48 years old. You have 40-plus-year-old women talking about sex on the internet. Talking about sex every day on the internet. Today's woman is broken. They do not live in facts. They do not live in reality. They have a distorted reality. They think all men are the same. The numbers have been crunched. The men that most women refer to are about 18%. They're about 18% because you have 51% of men, black men specifically, are single and childless. You take about another 32%, they're married. What does that leave you? It leaves you about to 10, 18% because some of those men are invisible to women. A lot of men are invisible to women because they do not meet the archetype that social media has told them they should adhere to. Now all men have to be over 6 feet. All men have to make over six figures when they never even lived a lifestyle that pertains to a six-figure lifestyle. They never seen this, but they want it so much. Why is that? Because social media has told them or sold them a dream that if you're not dealing with a man over 6 feet, making six figures, etc., then you're a failure. So what do they start to do? They start to spin themselves out of control. This is where emotional instability kicks in. Emotional instability kicks in when they have so many ideas and concepts that conflict with one another going on inside their minds. They cannot dissect the reality from the fairy tale. And this is a sign of future infidelity. When your woman becomes emotionally unstable to where it's constant, cut the cord quick. Get rid of her. Because this is a telltale sign that she is going to cheat on you. She is going to start to explore options that pad or comfort her insecurities. This is hypergamy. Hypergamy, her emotions, all of this is going haywire. Because when you look at social media, who dominates the social media space? Women. Women dominate the social media space. They try to monopolize it because they know men have powerful voices. So whenever a man says something to the contrary of their delusion, they start to tag other women to come in and help them mute you. They start to tag the simp enforcer. Shout out to Mr. Palmer. They start to tag the simps that's going to also echo their delusion. Because they have to shut you up, because the truth is like an alarm clock to a woman who's living in delusion. It's like an alarm clock. You hear these women come on. I was listening to Kevin Samuels the other day. This woman says she's an aspiring anime creator, and she's looking to have a net worth or net income of $80 million. And she's American. Anime started in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. And some of the top anime producers and creators don't even make 40 million. But this woman is convincingly telling Kevin Samuels that she's looking, and she's saying this with confidence. She's looking to have a net worth of 80 million. Therefore, her man should be around the same salary range. You must let a fool die a foolish death. Do not argue or have any interactions with a known fool, because a fool will take you with them. A fool does not want to go alone. So I did the video the other day. I was talking about baby mothers and why are they so prevalent? Because women do not want to feel outcast. They don't want to feel out. They don't want to feel like they're outcasted or they're not in the in crowd. They want to have a tribe. So when they see their friends having babies out of wedlock, they're going to do the same dumb mistake. They're going to make the same dumb mistake. When they see their friends dealing with a certain type of man, that's what the man they're going to deal with. Because they cannot be alone. They're hive-minded. No matter the delusion, no matter the detriment to themselves or their children, they're going to partake in the behavior simply to get validation. Just to get validation. So when you see these women, you hear these statements, single women do keep women single. Misery loves company. So when you see these foolish women speaking, only thing you do is listen until they finish talking, and then you change the subject, because trying to argue with a fool can be very tiresome. Arguing with a fool is very tiresome and exhausting, because you cannot convince a fool. You leave them where they are and let them die alone, or die with the other fools who they can convince to believe in their delusion as well. Today's woman is broken because simps keep them broken. Simps double down on their delusion. They sell them the dream just so they can get them in bed. That is the worst part of our culture, is the simp culture. These men are so desperate. They have this lustful, destructive nature that they'll do anything to get their meat wet. They'll say anything to keep their meat wet. Women are obese, at high risk for heart conditions and problems of health. You have women telling men, I know men that like big women. Do you think these men like big women out of desire or out of consequence of their own inability to elevate? If you put Jill Scott in a room and Drea Michelle in a room, who do you think he's going to choose? Who do you think he's going to choose? You simps have given the game a black eye. And I've said this before. I will not interact or deal with any simps or beta males. I will not deal or interact or have any simps or betas in my cipher. Period. Because they're reckless. They're reckless because they don't have any discipline. They don't have any drive. And they don't have any identity on who they are as men. They don't have any identity on who they are as men. So they find themselves or they wear themselves out trying to get the comfort of a woman. They don't do the homework. They don't do the due diligence on who they're dealing with. They're just happy they got picked by this woman, not knowing that this is only a temporary situation. Emotional instability from a woman is a sign of future problems. This is a sign of future infidelity for the most part. You can bet your bottom dollar. Because she has to convey her messages of, she's going to convey that she's emotionally unstable. She's going to give you signs and indicators that she's emotionally unstable. And she's going to project what she truly wants to do onto you and accuse you of what she thinks you're doing when she has no proof, no evidence of the fact or of her delusion. She has no proof of it. So what she does is project what she truly wants to do and what she truly is going to do. She projects that onto you to justify her reason for doing it. If your woman is emotionally unstable, that is a sign. This is proof of bipolar disorder. An emotionally unstable, a woman that's emotionally unstable, she usually has some tendencies of bipolar disorder. And they have studies that show most women who are promiscuous exhibits the high or have the highest cases of bipolar disorder. And why do I say this? Because when a man enters a woman, and especially unprotected, he leaves parts of his DNA. So you think this woman is just spazzing out because she had a bad day at work. She has different type of spirits running around inside of her that she cannot control. She has different spirits running around inside of her that she cannot control. This is the root of bipolar disorder because most personality disorders are hereditary, meaning they're passed from mother to child. This means they're passed from mother to child. So what does that say about the mother? And we know the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, don't we? We know the apple does not fall too far from the tree. So again, this is a omen to you men who are dealing with women. If your woman is emotionally unstable, you have to figure out why that is. And if you're not able to control it, your best bet is to leave. Your best bet is to leave. But let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Date Master.